Live. It's Monday night. All right. Oh, that's cool. All right, guys. Let's see who we get in here tonight. Yeah, we got 3 in here. Go and hit the chat. Hit me up in the chat. Let me know who's in here. Well, tonight we're going to continue our discussion as well on what's up, Landon? Greenhead. Yes, it was, buddy. Yes, it was. We're going to continue our discussion on WMAs here in South Carolina as well. But we're also going to talk about this hunt that I just got back from up here in North Carolina. I've had a lot of questions asked, like what kind of gun and how much did it weigh. So we're going to go through all that tonight as well. And then hopefully I can answer some of y'all's questions live with 365. There you go. I like that. RG, how you doing? Duck season is doing pretty good. We're in the split right now. I just got back from a tundra swan hunt last Saturday. The video is already out, and we're gonna talk about some of that stuff tonight, and a little bit about the split, and a little bit about the wildlife management areas here, and whatever other questions y'all may have. Not much, man. I'm telling you, it's just been hunting just about every weekend and working during the week. That's our life, right? It's that time of the year. So, hey, Jeff, how you doing? Get a few more people in here before we start, hopefully. Charles, how you doing? Hope y'all got a chance to watch the video that I just put out on the tundra swan hunt. Hope y'all found it to your enjoyment. I want to get some feedback from you guys. It opens back up on the coast. It opens up on the 18th, and for the inland, it opens up on the 19th. No, yeah, 18th for the coast, 19th for the inland. Pretty sure that's right. But I want to get some feedback from you guys who have watched the video, and just to see if I'm tracking what y'all have been saying. Oh, my back's killing me, y'all. Sitting in this chair. Oh, say, Ron, what up, Noah? How you doing? Hope your evening's going great. Can't stay long. We've gotten over a foot of snow up here, so I have to move the cars. That's cool. For us, that means it's going to be driving some birds down. Really? Have the birds pushed on, or do you think they're still north of you? But let's talk a little bit about the banner here. As you guys know, that I've been talking about the Category 1 WMAs here in South Carolina, and how understaffed they are, how they're degrading as far as water control devices, dike systems, planting, not planting, invasive species growing in there, or foods that are plants that don't give any nutritional value to a duck. And I've been telling you to email your state representatives and your state senators. This is the site, the link. You go to that link, and you can find your reps and find your senators and all that stuff. Plus, you can email the General Assembly as a whole and let them know. I meant to put this up last week. However, I was having some computer issues and just couldn't quite get it. I got Ron in here, and I've got Ron Davis, Custom Calls, in here. What's going on, Ron? Ron sounds like if you put them together, man, it sounds like a boy band from the 80s. Both. He is in the southeast. Okay. Arkansas Game and Fish getting some major heat this week. Yeah, I heard about that too, man. They're wanting to shut down the WMA. They want to do it here as well. I mean, Jay, what's going on? Comp and Choke came through like a champ. So we're going to talk about that real quick. One of the comments in the video that I got was, what gun did I shoot? What choke tube? And the ammo. Well, I am still shooting my Sweet 16. The Sweet 16 Wicked Wings. The choke that I was using was an improved cylinder comp and choke. And I was shooting number 9 TSS from Salt Creek Custom Ammo. And I shot that bird. He was a good 40 yards. We shot some snow geese and green wings. Okay. Ron Dave was just messing around the shop. Cool beans. But that's what I was using. I said that I wanted to kill I was going to strictly hunt with my 16 this year. Nick, how you doing? And I was going to shoot my 16. That's what I'm going to shoot all year. And, unless something that just absolutely 100% you need a 12 gauge, which I just don't know what. However, and I said that I was going to shoot the number 9 TSS at the Swans. And I wish I would have taken a picture, a close up. Hey, Craig, I wish I would have taken a closer picture of this Swan, but I literally broke its wing. The shot broke its wing. Listen, the only thing that was holding that wing on was the tendons. I mean, it was completely shattered. Don't think this TSS isn't bad. This stuff is bad, guys. Woo! As bad as in good. Doing real good, Craig. We've been killing a bunch of trash ducks in Arkansas. A few mallards and pintail ducks ain't here yet. Okay. If y'all haven't already, if y'all, or maybe forgotten, but if you haven't already, do me a favor, hit that thumbs up for me. It helps out with the algorithm. And yes, Jeff, that swan hunt was a blast, dude. I had so much fun. I got so. Hey, Grant, what's going on? I got so much video of swans, B-roll, that I could not put it all on this video that I just put out. So I'm going to take it and kind of put it to some music and just kind of show you a little bit more of what I saw and how many swans that we saw in North Carolina on the Eastern Shore. It was absolutely unbelievable. The amount of birds. I'm taking a guess. I'm taking a guess that we saw close to 20,000 birds on Friday. Yes, Jeff, normally they decoy in. However, if you notice the sky, it was extremely cloudy, and it was very foggy in the morning, and the wind there was no wind whatsoever. So they would get close, start coming in, and then they would flare off. And I guarantee you they were seeing, even though we were down in that ditch, they were seeing the whites of our faces, and they were flaring off. There was something flaring them off. If it wasn't us, it was something else. There was 8 shooters and 3 guides that were there. So I'm quite sure they were seeing something. Let me get back up here. So do they decoy or just swing the decoys? No, they actually, if it was bright and sunny with some wind, they would have definitely came in. Craig says, enjoyed the video. Swan, thank you so much. You eat it or mounting it? I am having it mounted. This is my very first tundra swan hunt and my very first tundra swan. So yes, I am going to have it mounted. It is already at the taxidermy shop. Don't forget the survey. Charles, when I got home Saturday night, I filled it out and I put it in the mailbox Saturday night to be picked up today. So it got picked up today and it is on its way. Yeah, we had to change up. We were I had some GoPros that were set low. You may have seen as I was flashing by with the camera, the handheld. You may have seen little, where it was at. I can't quite remember, but I had some GoPros that were set low for those decoying swans. And to be honest, since none of them decoyed, I hadn't even checked that footage yet. That's how much footage that I've got. So I didn't even use any of the GoPro. Everything you saw was either from my handheld or from the Tacticam. Nice. Okay, cool. What is the best duck commander mallard call in your opinion? The old reacher. The old reacher. I like that one. It was black. It's very raspy. However, I do have one of Jace's Pro Series duck calls, and it sounds real good as well. Let's see here. Do they have a lot of permits, or are you lucky to get one? Okay, it took me 2 years to get a permit, and Charles, you might be able to answer this better than I can. But I heard there was 4,700 permits issued this year. 4,700 permits were issued this year. Is what if when I was talking to one of the guys, Josh, I think he told me it was 4,700 permits. I put in for it last year. I did not get it last year. I put in for it this year. I got it. Artie's in the house. RD said it took him 2 years to get his tag. I was looking to see that Tacticam view on that first shot. Yeah, I didn't know if I wanted. I was kind of up and around on that. And Greenhead, I'll get with you in just a second. I didn't know if I wanted to use the Tacticam on that first shot, and then widen it out, or have it wide and then bring it in. So I had it wide, then I used the Tacticam, and then I went back. So I kind of did it that way. Sounds right. Normally they say 5,000. Okay. Going back to Greenhead, do you think number 6 TSS is good for ducks? I know nothing about TSS. Let me tell you something, man. Forget everything you know right now about ammo. I was using number 9s. Number 9. It's the smallest. I think it's going to be the smallest shot you can get. And I shot a Swan with it. So why are you thinking about going bigger when you can go smaller shot, a lot more shot, and you don't have to shoot a full or modified choke? You're supposed to shoot a skeet tube, and you can kill them out to 35, 40 yards and even further. Greenhead, go and check my video that I did on the 12 gauge TSS at 70 yards. That ought to tell you everything. Fill out the return save, or it will hurt you next time. I've already done it, man. I've already filled it out and put it in the mailbox. It's gone. What's a Swan hunt cost about? Okay. Now, it's a different animal. They make 10 and 12, but not as lethal. Yeah. How much does it cost with Poor Boy Outdoors? I kept calling them outfitters. They are Poor Boy Outdoors. He charges $150 for one Swan hunt. And right now, after 5 years of in operation, last Saturday was the first hunt that they did for this year. They just hadn't had the birds yet. So this was the first hunt. They are holding to their 100% success rate. 100% success rate on their Swan hunts in 5 years. Let's see here. But he charges $150, and I'm telling you, Jeff, if you happen, I think you got to put in your applications by August. Charles RD help remind me on that one. You got to put them in by August. I think October 1st is the drop dead deadline. However, if you get one, you may not get it the first year. You may have to wait to the second year, like I did. Go with Poor Boy Outdoors. His information is in that video in the description. You're only allowed one bird. That's it. One bird. One bird per person. And you must have a permit, and it must be affixed on that leg. Go with them. They're going to work for you. They're out scouting. When I arrived on Friday, he called me and asked me if I was there. I told him I was. We met up. We scouted for about 4 hours. We found probably 5 or 6 different flocks of birds in different fields. And even then, we didn't even hunt one of those fields because somebody else was scouting the field we were in. and saw more swans there. Let's see here. Willie B, hang on a second. You know anything about how the Santee Coastal and the Delta WMAs are managed? Listen, Santee Coastal has got a great manager. I'm not gonna beat around that bush. They got a great manager. The problem is they don't have any other managers for any of the other WMAs, or if they do, they're not any good. And this work should have been done 10, 15 years ago, and it's not. And that's the whole issue that I'm having with it. It's taking too dang slow to get these issues fixed. The dikes, the water control, getting rid of the salt marsh and salt marsh grass and the sesbania. And like I said, right there down below, you can email the General Assembly and or your state representatives. You go to that link, you can find all that information out and email them. And I encourage you to do so. Hey, Steve, how's it going? Yes, I have eaten swan in the past, and it is a very delicious bird. I'm getting this one mounted. It's going to take probably about a year before I get it back. And we're going to go from there. I just don't think that after a year that meat is going to be any good to eat. He said he'd try to save it for me, but like I said, it's going to be a year, but he's going to see what he can do. Yeah, it's already at the taxidermist. I've already got the bird at the taxidermist. Early July is when NCWRC opens up for permanent hunter. Okay, there you go. Early July. Hey, Mark J. Larson, how you doing? How much is a permit? And if you don't draw, do they keep the funds? I think the permit is $10, and yes, they do keep the funds. Greg, do they have guided duck hunts? No, they are swan hunts only. But with that said, Craig, if you're interested in a layout diver hunt or layout sea duck hunt, I am actually going to be going on one in January. I'm going to be going in January, and I have the information for a guide that actually was helping out these guys. He did a lot of videoing for me when I was trying to kill my bird. So his name is Darren Harris, and he's with Firehouse Outfitters. And I'll try to get you some information, Greg, in a little bit. If anybody else is interested in that, let me know, and I will put something out on it as quick as I can. How much for mounting? $700 to $1,400. I'm doing a dead mount. Most people dead mount around $8,000. Yep. Anti, what's going on? If I missed you coming into the room, I apologize, guys. Just hit it back and say, hey, you forgot me, and I'll come back at you. But I am going, I have enough B-roll footage that I'm going to be doing a separate video on that, just B-roll. Also, here in a couple of days, hopefully, I'm going to also be putting together a video on the guide service just itself. Those guys will be talking and telling you a little bit more about the operation and whatnot. I'll be putting that out shortly as well. I got back Saturday night. Man, I threw my gear down. I got something to eat. I took a shower. I went to bed. I got up Sunday and I went to work. And when I got off work, I put together the swan hunt video, which took me about 4 hours of editing and going through videos to pick out the best ones that I wanted for this video. And then, so there you go on that. So I just haven't had time to put those others together, but I am planning on doing it sometime this week. I've been with the firehouse before. Okay. You've hunted with them, RD, with Darren? But I am going to hunt with them in January 12th and 13th, I believe. I got it written in here somewhere. Yep, 12th and 13th. We're going for divers and sea ducks. Yep. Yeah, that's him. I'm not much of a diver hunter, even though I do. I have shot divers and I've hunted them before, but I'm mainly going up for the sea ducks. Never been on a sea duck hunt. I've never shot a sea duck, and it's a bucket list. Hey, what is your handheld camera? Well, I have two of them. On that particular day, I was using my Sony Handycam. Oh. This is it right here. This is the Sony Handycam. This is the HD something or another. I can't even read it. It's too dark. It's done worn off. But it's about it's less than $300 or right at $300. So this is what I was using. Don't use TSS on divers or I will take your TSS. Why? 2 sea ducks take 2 boxes of shells. The other one is a Canon M50. And I usually use it for more of a vlogging style stuff. Because it's not an automatic focus. You have to focus it with the lens. But I just couldn't. I haven't practiced with it enough. Holding it and shooting flying ducks and geese and swans and whatnot. You know how hard geese are to kill flying? Well, dadgum, I used TSS number 9s on a swan, dude. I mean, that's a big bird. Cha-ching. Hey, when you got the ammo in your cabinet behind you, you might as well use it, right? They didn't recommend anybody to me. I actually just happened to fall into that. The guy that's going to be doing my mount, I was talking to him, and he is actually filled up. He cannot take anything else between all the ducks, geese, swans, deer, and fish, and everything else he's got. He is solid. He cannot take another thing. But we kind of made a little deal, and I used. That's the only reason why I'm using him. Like I said, that's the only reason why. I would just do some searching, Jeff. If I mean, you could possibly come up here in a year, 2 years, whatever, however long it takes for you to get a tag, and you might be able to. I mean, you might be able to talk to this guy, and but he has asked me not to put his name or his business out yet because he's just so slam packed. He just can't take anything else, and he hates to turn people away. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm just kind of going to keep that to my keep that down to myself. Keith, Salt Creek Custom Ammo, what's going on? Glad you can make it. Never got into Sea Ducks. Plus, my boat is a freshwater queen. Hey, listen, I'm going with somebody. I'm going with an outfitter because, I don't know anything about them. I don't have the decoys. I don't have that amount of decoys to go out there. And we're going to be doing some layout hunting, so that ought to be pretty cool. Well, I've got some twos. There is a good chance that I'm going to carry my 12 when I go on that hunt, and not because my 16 can't do it. I would rather mess up my 12 than mess up my brand new Sweet 16 in the salt water. So I guarantee you, y'all can understand that. But I do have a 12, and I do have some TSS for it. So there's like I said, there's a good chance I'm just going to take it. And I've got some steel 2s and BBs and that kind of stuff as well. So actually, all my guns are Charles, but I would rather take one of my 12s than mess up that 16. But I do have some 12 gauge TSS, some 12 gauge bismuth, some 12 gauge BB and steel and 2s and whatnot. So sea ducks are like sports. You don't stop shooting until the whistle was blown. We'll see about that. Okay. All right. All right. I got to get out of here January 12th. I'm hunting. I'm just saying. What kind of swan were they? They were tundra swans. The 16 wicket wings is made for salt water, but I agree, don't take it. Yeah, I'm not going to take it on a hunt like that. More than likely, I won't. But I do think that and Greenhead, you're here. So if you're still here, let me know, because the ammo company dude, Salt Creek Custom Ammo, who is the ammo I shoot a lot, he's here, and your question was, would number 6's TSS be fine for ducks? And yeah, it'll be fine. But I mean, why would you shoot something that big? In my opinion, when you can kill them with number 9s, because I mean, daggone, if you can kill a swan in flight with a number 9, I guarantee you can shoot ducks. 2-liter bottles painted black. Yeah. Yeah, every video I have ever seen on sea duck hunting, they decoy very well. Yeah, I'll be taking that gun and a lot of CLP. As soon as I finish hunting, it gets washed in water, flushed out, and cleaned. Sprayed down with CLP. Just hopefully we have just enough wind to get the birds moving when I go, but not enough so that I can actually run my cameras without damaging them. That's the big thing. Oh, you'll have a good time. Whole different game. Yeah, I've never been. I've never hunted. Yeah, so it ought to be cool. Oh, there you go, Greenhead. If you're still here. Yeah, I can't. Again, I mean, I just got off of a trophy hunt, and I'm still stoked about this, but I can't wait until I do it again in January to go on another trophy hunt. The trophies being sea ducks, and you know, if they're pretty enough, they're probably going to get mounted. I mean, you know, I'll probably save them to have mounted because I mean it's different. I would love to it, and as far as I know, I don't know how you eat the things. I've never eaten sea duck, so I wouldn't even know how to begin to cook them. But I guarantee I'll figure it out. Oh my goodness. Lots of marinade. Oh, I bet. Uh, I mean, can you imagine? I mean, I like the number 9s. I kid you not. You know, I wish I had a case of them, to be honest with you. You can't eat no sea duck. I wish I had a case of them because I think I would sell all the bismuth I got and just shoot TSS. And it's a whole different game, man. Whole different ball game. Yeah, you told me. Yeah, you told me. I mean, I've shot it at paper. I know how well it does. But Saturday was the first time I field tested TSS, and I will say this: I need to get another choke tube. I need to get a skeet tube for it, just to shoot, because I think I was tight even with that improved cylinder. And actually, there is a little snippet of video in the video, if y'all happen to miss it, of the choke tube saying improved cylinder on it. It was just a little snippet, like a 2-second snip, just so you could read improved cylinder on it, that knows what I was shooting at Swans. Eider is bad, just plain bad. Here's a question for you, Keith. Is TSS hard on your barrel? I don't think so. Not in modern day guns. Enough cheese and garlic, and they'll be worth eating. Tastes like sardines. Oh my! You just get a handful of saltine crackers and some. What do you call that? Cheese whiz. I was shooting a 16 gauge, so they're only 2 3/4. They're only 2 3/4. So all 16 gauge guns are 2 3/4. If that's what you're asking, Ron. If you're asking about my gun, again, 16 is all 2 3/4. I mean, that was. I mean, that's the whole thing. I mean, that's what she said. Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, it's only 2 3/4. Hey, it's the motion of the ocean, man, and I'm gonna tell you that motion on that TSS is awesome. I mean, I have not shot a 3-inch shell in so long, dude. I mean, really. All I've been shooting are 2 3/4, 16s, 12s. The only thing I'll shoot a 3-inch out of is my 20 gauge. Scooby. Let's see what else. So, like I said, there will be some more videos on this hunt coming out, just basically showing you the number of swans that I saw. I kid you not, Friday we saw close to, if not more than 20,000. Unbelievable. There was one flock that had close to 10,000 birds in it. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. Saw some snow geese, Not a lot, but did see one or two small flocks of snow geese. No ducks. Didn't see the first duck. But it was great, man. I'm still buzzing over it, man. It was, I mean, I got that much of a high off of it. Unbelievable hunt. Again, for those of y'all that are coming in and you're trying to figure out what this banner is all about, for those of you who've been following the channel, you know that I've been hot and heavy on wildlife management areas in the state of South Carolina. Them not doing what they're supposed to be doing. It is not the workers' fault. I have said that numerous times. It is the leadership of the DNR, and our Cat 1s, except for maybe one or two, are degrading. Broken water main, water control structures, dikes not being repaired, taking years upon years upon years to even start work on these things. And I mean, it's just, so what you do is you follow this little link here, and that'll give you that's the link to the General Assembly. You can email the General Assembly, which is everybody, and then pick out your state reps and your state senators from your respective counties, and then send them an email individually. If y'all want to get on some specs, I got about 80,000 in neighboring fields to my blinds. Holy cow. TSS can be hard on your barrel. It is not loaded properly. I use wads / shot cups made specifically. You would have paid good money seeing you put on that suit. Yeah, but you should have seen what happened after. I couldn't zip it up. I couldn't zip the front of it up. And when I climbed into the trailer, I ripped the whole bottom end out. The whole back end came out. And then we got into the ditches, and I don't know why we had to wear white in the ditches. It just didn't make any sense. We finally took them off, and I just grabbed a hold and just started ripping them. I actually just ripped mine out. I just ripped it off. Yeah, drive down to MattWongrey. You get video of all types of ducks, geese, swans, and the impoundments of the refuge station. Yeah. But I did, man. I sat down in the back of that trailer, and as soon as I went to sit, I mean, the whole crotch just ripped. I was trying to hand the camera to somebody and say, hey, take a video of this. And they didn't know me, and they just did not want to video my crotch, I guess. I can understand. It was kind of funny. And the funniest part of the whole hunt was when we got in those ditches, my feet got sucked up into that mud. And when I was trying to step out of this 6-foot ditch, I was stuck, and they had to pull me out. And I asked the guys, are you videoing this? And he's over there laughing. He's rolling around on the ground. He goes, no, I can't do it right now. I'm saying a stranger didn't want to film my crotch. I don't understand it myself. But yeah, it was a good hunt. We had a good time. Oh, it ain't no joke, dude. I'm gonna tell you right now. That is some. I would hate to have had to walk across that field if it was wet. That is some sticky stuff. Homegrown, what's going on, man? Appreciate you coming in. Look like a fun hunt. You're only allowed one. Yes, only allowed one. You get a permit, and only allows you one swan per permit, and you can only get one permit. So you're allowed one swan a year. Excuse me, guys. Hang on 1 second. Yeah, that's not true. You're allowed all you can pay for in tickets. Yeah, that's I think they said if you shoot one with a permit, and the other one's going to cost you 10,000. So the first one is whatever your permit, your license, food, hotel room, whatever, and $150. Your second one's going to cost 10 grand. I got you, brother. I got you. Glad you could make it, man. I really am. Glad you could come in. Right now, we're just answering questions about the hunt. So if you've got a question, just ask. I mean, anything you want to know, I'll tell you what I know. If I don't know it, I'll tell you, and we'll go and try to figure it out. Craig, I would wear waders. I would wear waders if I were you. If you're talking about going on that hunt, I would definitely wear waders. If you're asking me what are the best hip boots out there in the world, man, I haven't worn hip boots in so long. I just haven't worn them in so long. I don't wear them anymore. I'm falling down way too much to wear hip boots. I think I've owned about 4 pair in my whole entire life, and I just don't wear them. But if you're going out there, I would definitely wear chest waders. Is a permanent lottery or just apply? It's a lottery. I mean, you pay, you send your money in, and it's a lottery draw. And the first year, which was last year, I did not get it. I did get it this year. RD has done it. I am serious. What brand? I don't know, man. I don't lacrosse. I don't wear hip boots. So I couldn't tell you what brand is the best out there. I mean, lacrosse makes hip boots. Kmart used to make them green ones. Those are the ones I used to wear. Those little cheap green ones. Golly, I honestly, and I'm serious, Greg. I just don't know, dude. But and maybe RD or Charles can help me with this one as well. I think there's a way when you're applying for your swan permit that you can go in as a party. Is that correct? I think everybody in the party, they all go in, everybody puts their name under it, and you can get permits under a party. Is that am I correct in that, or Am I correct in that? I may not be correct, guys. I don't know. Hey, Will. Yeah, I think you can. I think you can. Like, you have five or six guys or whatever, and y'all all want to hunt together, and y'all can all put in at the same time under a party. I mean, I'm telling you straight up. I mean, I don't think I'll get it next year, but I am putting in for it. I'm gonna put in for another one next year. Yeah, everyone has to have all the correct licenses needed, and not everyone gets thrown out. If not everyone gets thrown out. Yeah, but I'm putting in for another permit for next year when the time comes. Um, and I will continue to do so forever and ever. Amen. It was just a great time, and I will be going with Poor Boy Outdoors. Period. No if and buts about it. Those are the guys I'm going to hunt with. And if I get lucky, I'll stay in that crappy little hotel I was in, and maybe the same room. All right, Ron Davis, take care of yourself. You have a great one, brother. Appreciate you coming in. Just did a great review on a pair of waders from High Sea. They are really nice and affordable. Outdoor. It's outdoors. It's outdoors. I kept saying outfitters, but it is Poor Boy Outdoors. Party of three on waterfowl. Okay. But like I said, I'm going to be putting him for one next year, regardless. If I happen to get another one, um, that bird is coming home to get eaten. I have my trophy. I don't see why I need to have two hanging. I just yeah, you're gonna see me up there a little bit. I'm hoping to get back up there. I was invited back to go up there on the 23rd, which I may go back up there. I don't know yet. If anything, it would, you know, to film or possibly shoot some snow geese if they got any. But we'll see. That's a couple weeks up the road, and we'll just see what happens. I did. I've been getting the annual out of state license. It's simply because I go up there so much that it would cost me more buying those 7-day licenses. If they did, I did not know about it, Jeff. There was a couple of guys. I know they were shooting. Some guys were shooting steel. I think I was the only one shooting TSS. I definitely know I was the only one shooting a 16. But I don't see where, if you're, it's all, of course, everything's about shot placement. We all know that. Those birds, they look further away than what they really are. Excuse me, they look closer than what they really are. I had that turned around. Sorry about that. They look closer than what they really are. And they actually fly faster than you think. And you want to take that head and neck shot, because I saw guys that were hitting the bodies on these swans, and you could see it. Just they were taking it. I mean, it was just hitting them, and nothing was happening. They just kept on going. 3x5s took them down. I got you. I mean, I don't see why they wouldn't, honestly. I mean, on that bird that I shot, my first shot, you could see the feathers coming off of him, where I hit him, and I was too far back, and I pushed out in front and dropped him like a rock. So, I just didn't have the correct lead on the first shot. But like I said, that second shot dropped him. The first one, that was me, dude. I hit him in the back end. You can, if you look hard enough, you can actually see the feathers coming out. But that second one dropped him like a rock. I've been using bismuth the last 2 years on my 12 gauge. This year, I've been shooting Boss in my 20 gauge, and the drop per shot ratio has doubled. Not sure if it's the shot or the gun, though. Could be both. I tell you, I have been shooting, and Keith may be still in here, but I've been shooting Salt Creek custom ammo, and the TSS that I was using came from him, and it was the first time that I had shot TSS in the field. So, what can you say? I shot a couple times, and I killed a bird. But the bismuth, I mean, I'm not shooting as much. I mean, when I shoot, the birds are going down. I shoot a double, not really interested in shooting that hard TSS. Well, like Keith was saying, the wad that he uses, a shot cup, is specifically designed for TSS, so it's holding it a whole lot easier. But I mean, if you don't want to shoot it, I mean, I can completely understand. I don't think I would want to shoot. I don't know if I'd want to shoot TS out of my old Belgian Browning. I don't think it would hurt it, but I don't want to. I'd rather shoot something softer like bismuth. But with this new gun, I mean, the Wicked Wings edition, I don't have a problem with it. Bismuth will kill. TS allow for 10 to 20 more yards. Yeah, and it just hits. It hits so hard, dude. that TSS, that stuff hits hard. I mean, I broke the wing bone on that Swan. I mean, it snapped it, shattered it. Yeah, I have a Belgian Brown in a standard with a standard full choke, fixed full choke. And I've shot number 5 bismuth with good success out of it, both with Boss and with Salt Creek custom ammo. And I've had really good success with it with both loads. TSS, you're going to want to open your choke up a lot. It's recommended that even at 35 and 40 yards, shooting a skeet choke. I was shooting improved cylinder because I don't have a skeet choke for that particular gun. And I did shoot with a skeet tube out of a 12 gauge at 70 yards. And I was very impressed with the 30-inch pattern that it gave. I want to say it was like 80-something% if I remember right. Don't take my word for it. Go watch the video. I mean, have you? I'll be honest with you, and it's something I really never paid that much attention to until this year. Was making sure I had the correct shim in my gun. I'd never paid attention to that stuff until this year, to be honest. And RD was with me, and we were shooting skeet, and I couldn't hit the broadside of a barn. And we changed out the shim, and we patterned it, and we changed out the shim, and sure enough, I started shooting a whole lot better. Weird, huh? So something to think about. Jeff, I don't think you're necessarily wrong in your thoughts. I don't know how old your double is, but you know, I would I mean, it's kind of, I like it. Yeah, and the chokes. Yeah, and changing over to comp and choke. But it was like night and day. I mean, I don't necessarily want to shoot. The reason I don't want to shoot TSS out of my Belgium is, number one, it's a standard full choke. It's just going to be too tight. It's going to be way too tight. That thing holds. It holds great. So, but I don't have any older guns like that. I mean, maybe I got a Browning side by side. You know, I've been shooting steel out of it. I don't know why tungsten would hurt it. You shoot steel. But yeah, I changed out to comp and choke tubes. And that made a world of difference. So between the shim and the new choke tubes, my shooting, it's not that old. Okay. Between the tubes, the new choke tubes, and changing out the shim, it's improved mine a lot. How was it shooting before you went to Boss? Before you started shooting Boss, how was it? How was the gun shooting? The reason I ask is, I've had guns that I've been shooting one particular ammo out of it, and then for one reason or another couldn't find it and shot something else, and it was terrible. It was terrible in the patterns, and the only thing I can say was, well, that's just the ammo. The gun didn't like it. All right, Greenhead, you take care of yourself, man. Um, Appreciate you coming in, brother. What's up, Craig? How you doing, man? Let's see here. Those that came in, hopefully y'all have seen the new video that I dropped here recently on the swan hunt. Got a new bird. Was in started and just decided to try Boss. Ah, okay. And it just, I hate to say it, but it just could be that it doesn't like Boss ammo or doesn't like what you're shooting. I mean, there's so many. To me, there's just so many possibilities. You just got to go through them. But anyway, for anybody that's in here new that may not have put in the comments that they're here, welcome. Come on, leave a comment. Let me know that you're here. But if you haven't, take a look at the video I just dropped on the swan hunt. It was a great hunt. I had a great time. Got my trophy bird, so I'm happy about that. If anybody is wondering what the little banner, why that's there, that is for the wildlife management areas. Here in South Carolina, the category ones are not being managed properly, except for a couple of them. A lot of infrastructure has not been completed. It's been in contracts for 10 years or better. They are starting to do some work, but this work should have been done a long time ago. Several of the wildlife management areas are not have not been flooded this year. Nothing's been planted for the birds. There's no water, so a lot of issues there. But this little link here will get you to the General Assembly here in the state of South Carolina, where you can email them as a whole and get a hold of your representatives and senators and email them and tell them you've had enough of it. Again, it's not the workers. It's not the guys that are in the field doing this. This is the leadership of DNR. DNR's leadership needs to be taken out and new blood needs to come in, and preferably somebody from out of state. I heard horse but geez, scratch your barrel. I've not shot anything but bismuth through this gun. I guess if you shot enough of anything, it's going to scratch the barrel. I don't know, Jeff. I just know what Keith says. I trust him with his ammo, and if he's using a specific shot cup for TSS, you shouldn't see any problems. I'm going to continue to shoot mine. whatever, I've got bismuth and TSS. I'm going to be shooting both of them. So I'm going to continue to shoot it. I like it. Will I shoot bismuth? Yeah, I'm going to shoot bismuth. I'm going to shoot whatever I got in my pocket. I've seen a lot of swan shot before. Never seen one fold like that. Stone, great job. Thanks, buddy. I appreciate that, Greg. I will have to say, and I don't think the guy's in here, and to be honest with you, I cannot remember his name to save my life. But he was the first person to shoot a swan while in the party, and he was to my direct right. And what was cool about for him, and I don't think he even realized how cool it was, but this was his first waterfowl hunt. He had never hunted waterfowl before. He had never shot this particular shotgun before. And the first birds that came in, he pulls up, one shot, kills a trophy bird. He got his one shot, and he was done. He was done for the day. He had to unload and case his gun and just sit there. But what I'm saying is, I don't think he really understands how special that is. People have gone a lifetime without getting a trophy bird, and he got his on his very first waterfowl hunt. Getting ready to start here, Mario. Be rough if you can. Yeah, like I said, Jeff. I understand your apprehension. I really do, and I wish I had a really good answer for you. And I'll tell you, like I tell everybody else, I don't like to be pressured into doing things. I know other people don't like to be pressured into doing things. I am most certainly not trying to pressure you into anything. And if you don't feel comfortable, don't use it. If you can read more or do a little more research on your own and, find out more about it, or talk to other people other than me, because I am not that knowledgeable on it, to be quite honest. You might change your mind. But if you're not comfortable with it, dude, like you said earlier, I'd stick with bismuth and maybe get some, if you're going to use it to hunt swans, I'd maybe get a stack and go 3x5s or something in that nature. You don't really need, with the TSS, you can downsize your shot without a problem. I don't see a problem in that, because I shot mine with number 9s, so you can downsize your shot. But if you're going to stick with bismuth, I maybe go to a stack with a 3x5, maybe up it from a 2 3/4 to a 3-inch. Like I said, I don't want you to be pressured into getting something that you're not comfortable with, brother. I've heard, as far as the stories, we all heard the stories about steel scratching barrels on the older guns. That's why I didn't hunt with my 16 for a long time until I found bismuth and then went back to it. There you go. Jay knows. All right, Mark, appreciate you coming in, brother. You have a great evening. Good luck on your trapping. Oh, man, is it ever going to get cold down here? It is hot. They're telling, I mean, are the persimmons lying to us and telling us it was going to be a cold winter? I mean, granted, it ain't winter yet, but dadgum, should start seeing some more frost days. I walked out there earlier and got bit by mosquitoes. But I can't stress enough, guys. If you next year y'all want to come to North Carolina, and trust me when I tell you this, if any of y'all come, if y'all decide, let's just say, for example, Jeff, you decide you want to try this, and you get a permit, and you decide you want to hunt swans here, get with me. I'll meet you there. I'll meet you there, dude. I'll whether I got a permit or not, I'll come up and hunt with you. I'll sit beside you. We can have a good old time. So any of you guys that for next year you happen to get a permit for swans, some of you may be in here that have a permit for swans and just haven't commented yet for North Carolina. But if any of y'all happen to come, let me know and I will be there. I will tell you that the guys, they only hunt on Saturdays. They on occasion will hunt on a Friday, but generally they hunt on Saturdays. Yeah, there you go. No doubt my AC is back. Yeah, mine's been on, dude. I mean, I'm sitting here in shorts. It is just freaking hot. But like I said, if y'all come, let me know. I will be there. I will be there. I'll hunt with you. I'll come up, even if I can't hunt. If it's a swan hunt and I don't have a permit, I'll leave the gun at the house. We'll come up there. Know what? No. It is hot. So our second split is going to start, I believe, the 12th of December. I believe, I'm not mistaken, that's a Tuesday. And unfortunately, I won't get to hunt until about the 18th. It is 52 degrees. It is, I'm looking, it says 54 on my computer. Still hot. It's still hot. Greg, I'm fat. I am so fat, and I retain the heat, man. It is just freaking hot. But yeah, any y'all, and I'm telling you, if y'all decide to come to hunt, whether and if y'all gonna be in the area, let me know. I will come down there. I'll meet up with you. 52 on the Savannah River. 54 here in the big city of Sumter. Craig says it's cooling off quick here. Okay, good. Yeah, I won't be able to hunt until about the 18th, I think, again. We got, of course, work always gets in the way of everything, but I got that, and we've got a family thing that we have to attend on the weekend of the 15th. So Jay says it ain't quick enough here. Oh, gracious. Excuse me. Oh, Saturday, when we got up, I think the low was in the high 50s and the high was in the 70s up in North Carolina where I was at. It was foggy and cloudy. It was not a waterfowling day. Jeff says it was 38 over the weekend, warming up this week. I'll just be happy as a tick when it starts getting cold. Jason acquired an M2000 Stoker, and I'm calling for chokes tomorrow. I got you, brother. Hey, when you call, see if they're going to be making any skeet tubes for that 16 DS. Just out of curiosity. You guys just start a party, and if drawn, everyone gets a permit. Really? How many can draw? I mean, how big is the party? So if one person gets drawn, everyone gets a permit? Is that how that works, Charles? He's got them from full through cylinder. I need a cylinder. I got the full modified and improved. I'd like to try it with a cylinder. That 28-inch gun with a cylinder, man, I don't think I ought to throw some shot. All right, let me know something, Craig. Yeah, I think that'll be a kind of a cool hunt. Has anyone tried Apex Steel? I have not. I will tell you, I have shot Winchester Steel, which I did not like. I didn't care too much for. I did like the Federal Black Cloud Steel. And when I was shooting the Federal Black Cloud, I had kicks, choke tubes, the Vortex, which were designed for that shell. And I had great success. But when Bismuth came out, I haven't turned back. I mean, I still got some steel, but I have not turned back. Yeah, party size is 3, I think. Okay. All right, there you go, guys. Party 3. Apex makes good stuff, but I won't go back to steel after bismuth. Yeah, I'm the same way, man. I am the same way. I absolutely 100% love bismuth. And Craig, you can appreciate this, you know, and you are a little bit older than I am. But I remember the lead days, and I remember our standard shell was the Winchester Western Super X 7.5s in the timber, and 5s over in timber and over open water, and they were all 2 3/4 shells. And going back to bismuth, I've shot number 7 bismuth, and I've shot number 5 bismuth, and it's just taking me back to those lead days, as far as performance and what I'm doing. Jeff says, yeah, my son shoots Apex and loves it, but he did take a few boxes to get the hit with it. Okay. Shot teal steel on Woody's first split, and I gave the rest away. Craig's talking about his transmission in his truck. Yeah. It shoots tight, he told me. Yeah. Jay, I was shooting 7 bismuth on mallards, teal, and wood ducks until I literally ran out this year. I literally ran out of shells. So I'm into the 5s, and I've got some 2s and 4s. And of course I got that number 9 TSS. I'm just not going to take number 9s to shoot wood ducks with. But with that said, I know I could do it. But I went to shooting the bismuth, and I went from shooting a full choke, which was really good, on the number 5 bismuth, and now with this new gun I've got, I have not taken the improved cylinder out of it. All this year I have shot nothing but improved cylinder in that gun, and I'm shooting. I was shooting birds and stacking them. So I'm just gonna leave it like that. Mm-mm-mm. Man, I might have to get up and go walk here in a minute. Man, I've been sitting down too long. Let's see here. I tell you, I like them. Jay, I like them. I like the number 5s that Keith puts out. I do like the number 5s that Boss put out. I'm not, I've got a freaking case of them behind me. I won't run out of shells this year. I may run out of the ones that I like, but I won't run out of shells. But if I I want to save some of these number nines in this TSS for spring turkey season. So I'm probably going to save 3 or 4 for that. I would like to shoot a turkey with this new Sweet 16, so I think that would be cool. I'm going to run out of battery soon. I will watch as long as I can. Not a problem, Jeff. I'm running out of steam myself, dude. It's been a long day. It has been a long, long day. Excuse me. I guarantee you, when this is over with tonight, it won't take me long. Go in there and brush my teeth, take my nighttime medicine, and poof, I'm gone. Kill till Gads Pintails with 5s in Venice last year. Hey, we're planning on going next January. That's a trip we're going to be taking, Jay. We're going to Venice next January. It'll be me, my dad, and my son. The 3 of us are going to Venice in a year, not this January, but next January, next year. And we plan on hunting for. We're going to be after canvasbacks. We're going to be that's going to be our target. Now we'll probably shoot whatever comes in, but we're going to target canvasbacks. It has been long. Yeah, it's been a long day, dude. I went to work 4-7. I got off at 5. Went outside and played with Bougie for a little bit. We did a couple little just straight out drills, just trying to run some energy off of her. Came in, cooked supper, and here I am. And I'm yawning. I am yawning. I got to get up early and do it again tomorrow. Well, Jeff, is your season? Are you in a split, or is your season over with, or how's that working out for you? Homegrown, where you going anywhere on the second split? Congratulations on that, Swan. God bless you, and go get them in the marsh. All right, Jeff. I take it you're probably getting ready to your battery's dying on you. So you have a great evening, brother. We'll see you next Monday. Do 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 do. Oh my, homegrown, are you still here, or did you leave? Are you hiding in the back? Iced up, hoping you're iced up, hoping that it opens up this week. Okay. I'm just wondering what everybody's got any plans. Are they going anywhere this year? In the late season, y'all got any trips planned? I need to make some more trips. I know that we're going to Venice next year. I'm hoping to go to Arkansas next year. Those are my two. Well, guys, I'm slowing down. Unless somebody else has got something I want to talk about. My brain is on slow mode right now. That's all it's thinking about is that big old my pillow that I have kind of sinking down into that bed, but that my pillow and just cutting and sawing up some logs. Anything else? Anybody got anything else? No? Okay. Well, in that case, we just might just go ahead and cut it a little short tonight. I know that a lot of people are tired. I know I am. I'm exhausted. Getting going to all I can think about right now is getting in bed and going to sleep. I mean, I'm that tired. But so that was a trip in a nutshell. I hope you saw the video. Hope that you liked it. If you haven't seen it, please go take a look at it. Leave me a comment. It really does help. All right, Charles, you take care of yourself, man. Again, I'll be back in the woods or swamp or a lake somewhere on the 18th, and I got a week's vacation, so that week. You too, Craig. Thank you so much for coming in, man. We need to get together, brother. I got a week's vacation the week of the 17th, I guess, and runs up to Christmas. So I'm going to be in the woods somewhere doing something, chasing ducks. But anywho, listen, y'all have a great evening. Thank each and every one of you from the bottom of my heart for coming in here tonight. I thank y'all for supporting the channel. I mean, without you guys, I wouldn't be here. Y'all are what is y'all are why I'm here. Craig said he just heard one hell of a shot outside. Dang, maybe that bear came around. But like I said, if it wasn't for you guys, I wouldn't be here. You're why I'm here. So I want to thank each and every one of you again from the bottom of my heart. We will be back. Like I said, I got a couple more videos I'm working on. Hopefully to get those out. Some things are in the works, trying to get those worked out. But regardless, we'll be here next Monday night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Y'all come back, and we will see y'all next time on Daddy Duck 365. Y'all have a great night. Good night.